Hi there, it's another Tarot Slash for Sagittarius. I'm the Cannastrologer. My name is Abby, and this is another full moon reading for June 2025. Welcome back to the channel, Sagittarius, and to all of my returning subscribers. If you guys haven't subscribed yet, make sure that you smash that button right now. And then also like and share if it resonates with you at any point throughout the message, throughout the reading. Make sure you stick along to the end because there's messages all throughout. So, for those of you who have seen the channel before, you guys know that at the end of every year, I do a predictions reading for all the upcoming full moons of the upcoming year. And we journal everything, and then as I do the full moon readings throughout the next year, we talk about it. So we're going to be doing all of that at the end of the sesh, but let's get into our spiritual AF messages right now. They've been really spicy. Been some interesting astro weather lately, for sure. So this is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mars. You guys get 2 cards. Anywhere within those placements. Okay. Oh, that's funny. Okay, so the first card that fell, it says, stay away from people who make you feel like you're hard to love. Okay, and then it says, even if you've acted like a big ol' asshole, you still deserve to be around people who see the goodness in you and point it out. If they find you hard to love, they ain't your people. Extra credit, someone pointing out that you've acted like an asshole doesn't mean that they don't love you. Figure out if you're getting tough love or no love. You'll be way less of an asshole when you learn this. So stay away from people who make you feel like you're hard to love. And what's funny is then the next card is, fuck out of here. So this is your mantra today. Say it in a New Jersey accent and add the emphasis. If bullshit shows up, give it a fuck out of here and send it on its way. This should probably be a silent mantra at work and school and pretty much anywhere in public. But it's still highly fucking effective even when you keep it all to yourself. So you may actually be like getting the F out of here, right? Away from people that make you feel like you're hard to love. You're just, it's like a very cleansing type of energy. You're cutting out the fat, cutting the energy that's no longer needed so that you can make room for what is coming into your life. And let's get more of that spirit. What do we have for Sagittarius? Higher peace, power, protection, prosperity, chakra, insight, oracle, please. June 2025 for Sag. All right. We also need to get into the song. The song that I had on pre-shuffle for you when I was getting the cards together, it's called Running by Milky Chance. Some of the lyrics. I've never been running so far, so immense far. When will I fall into your arms? I want to break those circle rules. I want to dance the waltz with you. And what about you, you drunken soul? Is that your own will to go on and on until I die, or are you going to give up now? So this is a song about someone begging another person to give up drinking, drugs, toxic behaviors. You know, it's about circular energy, toxic cycles. You know, and they're saying, you know, when are you going? I want to break those toxic cycles, those circle rules, right? And when are you? Is that your own will to go on and on until I die, or are you going to give up now? Are you going to give it up now, or are you going to continue, you know, dealing with these cycles, these toxic cycles until I die, or until you die? So somebody could be dealing with that kind of energy right now. If any of this resonates, again, drop a comment in the comments below, or just give me a like. All right. Underneath the deck, we have number 44, presence, awareness, attention, reality, and connection. Somebody could be 44 years old. That is a divine twin flame number, like a divine partnership number. 4 plus 4 is 8. 8 is about mastery. It's about walking away from things that don't serve you, and like I was saying earlier, but walking towards what does. It also talks about, like, you know, it can mean messages coming in, fast-moving action and that type of energy, but also anxiety and feeling like, you know, you can't break out of a circle or break out of some kind of cycle or toxic cycle or whatever, for whatever reasons, but the thing with that is you can, and it's a mindset. It's like swords energy, right? And that's where you're kind of locked in your head or stuck in your head. Anyway, Spirit is saying, when you have awareness, when you are in the present moment, right? It's the energy of having elevated attention, where you can really see the reality of things around you, and the connection between all living things, bugs, animals, people, trees, that type of thing. Top of the deck, we have money. I like that. So number 14, the 14th could be significant. The 5th could be significant. 1 + 4 = 5, and that means change of direction. So if you've been in a pinch lately, you could be, coming into some funds, and we've got finances, power, generosity, and abundance. Also, like, somebody could be generous to you. You could be accepting some type of new offer, but it's while you're in the moment, or you're there at the right time. You're very present with the situation. All right, let's get into the tarot. Sagittarius. What do we have for Sagittarius? Okay. What do we have for Sagittarius, please? As they are getting the F away from toxic people. And maybe even just focusing on your finances. I am so sorry for clearing my throat so much. My throat's fine. It doesn't hurt or anything. I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know why. The weather did kind of change today. It's a lot cooler than it's been, so maybe that's why. Underneath the deck, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So this is the energy going into it. This is feminine energy, obviously. You don't have to be a feminine. You could be a masculine in your feminine power. But this is someone who's very good at balancing work, career, finance, business, like all the things. But she's focused on money, coins, whatever. She doesn't have to be a mother, but she can be. You can have kids or whatnot. But this is just somebody who, she's also very resourceful. She knows how to spend wisely. She has nice things and takes good care of them. Okay. So money is a focus in this reading for sure. Let's get 3 cards for the past situation. Underlying energy going into this reading. Okay. I think that was the Page of Swords. Okay, you're getting 4 cards. Okay. Yeah, so you have the Page of Swords, 6 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles, and then the 3 of Cups. So Sagittarius, in the past, we're looking at, so Page of Swords is someone, air sign energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or you could have this in your chart somewhere, or be dealing with somebody who does, but this is it's usually younger energy, or somebody that just has childlike energy that's researching something, looking into something, looking up information, maybe on somebody from the past. And it could have to do about something balancing out money, coins, finances. Because there's some kind of a celebration. Or maybe somebody's looking into something with someone from the past. It's regarding money or a balancing of a situation, but it's celebratory. It's happy. That was in the past, okay? Could be dealing with 3 or more women, females. It's like feminine energy. It could be masculine, of course, but all right. Only you are going to know what this is about, but it is definitely somebody from the past. Could be younger than you, younger energy. Could deal with children, family, or somebody that brings out your inner child. Okay, What do we have for the current situation? Okay. I am not surprised to see this card. You got 3 cards that fell out right away. Wow. All Sagittarius energy. You are definitely in your power right now, Sag. So, first card that pops out is the 3 of Wands. And that's waiting for your ships to come in. So, it's like you have a sense of knowing, feeling that something's on its way. It could be an offer. It could be a person. But it's definitely something that you're passionate about. Because we have the Knight of Wands energy. So, Knight of Wands, if this is a person, it could be romantic or platonic. It's not the kind of energy that's going to be here for a long time, but definitely a good time. If it's a friend, it could be a friend with benefits, if it's romantic, right? But if this is work, this is actually really good, lucky energy, happy-go-lucky energy. Somebody who goes out there, gets a sale, comes back, puts a star on the board, goes back out there, does it again, And I feel like, so if this is work-related, this could be some type of job or a career or an opportunity. And it's something that, you're protected. It's like divine alignment, or you're protected with it. There's something that's coming, some kind of balance, some kind of money. Could have been from work. This could have been from work. Like, something's coming. It could have been from work that you put in the past. Maybe that's why that message is there, because I'm like, this is really good energy, but what does it mean? Why is it there? So it's like you feel like something is coming. Could have been from work that you put in the past, as a Sagittarius, but like, it's temperance. You can feel it. That's the balance between the 5D and the 3D. So it's like, you're staying true and faithful and just keeping yourself balanced. I really love Sagittarius readings. For my returning Sag, you guys know that I also have Sag stellium in my chart. By the way, this was something that broke your heart. I see the 3 of Swords on the bottom of the deck. So this could be a situation that just like really left you feeling wounded, disheartened, and having to do with your wish fulfillment, something that you cared deeply about as that Queen of Pentacles energy. All right, let's get 3 more for the outcome. What are we going to see? What's the outcome? What is the outcome for Sagittarius, June 2025? Healing. Hope and healing, starting out. Lovers situation. Okay. And growth. I like that. Growth and building. Okay, an offer's coming in. You have an offer coming in, and it's going to be very healing. Also could put you in the spotlight. I really like that for you, Sagittarius. So, or this could be somebody that is in the spotlight, but somebody or something that you're going to love, right? If it's a person and it's romantic, then this is going to be a very passionate situation, very healing, soothing, mending type of energy. There'll be some kind of, this could be an offer. It could be, it could also be an apology, making things better and taking it to the next level, right? That type of healing energy. Like if you're married or something, you guys have been in a fight, especially if it had to do with like drinking or any kind of toxicity, and you're like, the fuck out of here. If you're making me feel like I'm unlovable, then I'm out. I'm peace, But it looks to me like while you are protected and it is balanced, there's going to be something coming in, some type of an apology and or an offer, and it's all very beautiful energy. And what I see underneath the deck, we are talking about growth, with the 7 of Pentacles. And this is also growth in prosperity, money, coins, finance, right? So if this is somebody that you're partnering up with, it's going to be very, beneficial. I love this. I really do. And you're really going to like how this plays into the rest of the predictions. But let's get one more oracle before we get into that. Okay, Sagittarius, if you like this so far, guys, if you guys are still with me, please drop a comment in the comments below. Let me know how this resonates. Let me know where where you're watching this from in the country or in the world. I always love finding out, where people are tuning in from. And it doesn't matter when you're seeing this. It could be like a year from now. If this still resonates with you, it's meant for you. Okay, underneath the deck, we've got Claim Your Art. So there could be something that you're doing for work, and I see a lot of work-related energy, right? A lot of creativity here. It could be marketing, it could be sales, it could be, any kind of like artistic endeavor, entertainment, music, anything, right? Sagittarius, you guys are passionate about everything that you do, but claim your art, claim your work. Don't let anybody take credit for what you've done, and if they have or tried to, get your money back for it. And if they, made you feel like you weren't lovable or weren't worth your value, it's like, cut them off. Psh, see ya, peace. What is it? Peace out. So, not flicking you off, of course. All right, top of the deck, Rejuvenate. Now, this card has been also popping up in several of the readings. It does not surprise me to see that. I like it, though, because this is talking about, if this is more of a self-love type of energy for yourself, it's like rejuvenate, take some R&R, rest and relaxation. Go do some self-care, but if this is like a I'm trying to, like, if this is two people coming back together, reconciliation, that was what I was looking for. I don't know why I blanked on that. But this is like a rejuvenation, a leveling up, or a spicing up, if you will, of like a romance or a relationship or something like that. Now, you could also be rejuvenating your career. This could be like a new start with a new company or a new something that you're just really, really loving. Or for some of you, I am seeing also, because everybody is on different storylines, of course, right? Somebody is just really starting, it's like there may be something coming in that has them protected from something, or that's bringing in gifts and blessings from something that was in the past. It could be money related. And this, like, whatever you did in the past could have, like, been a point, and I'm not going to say it was, like, because of, but it was a point in your life where there was a lot of friction around, like, what you were doing, maybe for work. And whatever you're doing now, like right now, it's healing whatever that situation was. And that's where we're seeing this rejuvenation. It's like an enhancement, some kind of a upping, healing, period of somebody's life or relationship. If you're single, you definitely have something coming in. If you're married, you could have, just like it could be an anniversary or something, but you're going to rejuvenate the relationship. As you claim your art from the past, it's like it was all good. Okay, anyway. Building growth, I like it all. Let's now get into the predictions and see how this all plays part. So, your reading is pretty cut and dry. We're only at 18 minutes, and I'm already through everything. So I'm like, did I forget something? Scorpio had a really positive reading, so if you have Scorpio placements, you might want to go check theirs out. I don't see any reason why you would, unless you have Scorpio placements. But like a lot of the other readings were kind of more spicy, and yours are happy. It's like very fiery and passionate energy, for sure, right? But I see good things, and I like it. It's positive. So the full moon for this month, the month of June 2025, Sagittarius, it's on the 11th at 12:44 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. That's on a Wednesday here in the United States where I'm doing this reading. It is the strawberry full moon in Sagittarius, your sign. So that's why I'm like, wow, there's so much fire energy, and I'm like, this isn't a bad reading, and it's because it's the Sagittarius full moon. Derp. And that's what it's all about, right? You're going to have a lot of really good positive energy coming in, so please smash that like button just for that alone, right? So the cards that I pulled for this month, way back in December of last year. The first one was the Four of Swords. That's Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. We started kind of out with that energy, right? But it's taking R&R, rest and relaxation, taking a mental break. You've been on mental overload, maybe stress and anxiety, a lot of stuff going on. And it's the energy of like having to relax, take a nap, get some self-care. So you also could be cutting cords with someone, and that's what this energy was. Get the F out of here if you're not treating me the way I need to be treated. And it's just, not putting up with it. So then the second card we pulled was cultivating prosperity. And yeah, I see that as well. I mean, the energy from underneath the deck is building and growth, right? Even behind that is the King of Pentacles. So you could be building, you could be growing. I feel like many of you, though, because I'm seeing a lot of independent energy here, is some type of independent venture. It's claiming your art, claiming yourself. And from that, you could be getting, offers coming in that it's going to be very healing for whatever your situation has been, right? And that's prosperity. So then the next card was number 33, the Flower Moon, and it means blossoming. So the Flower Moon was in May, that was last month, and the full moon was on the 12th, so May 12th. There could have been something that happened around that time that it's now blossoming into a much better situation, which I see. Then the next card is number 12, Rose, love. It means love. And I see that with the Lovers situation. I mean, it's right there at the very end of the deck. That's what your spread, that's what you have coming in. And there's just overall, there's a lot of passion in this reading, so I love it. I love the love. And roses also could be significant. Somebody could be planting roses, like a rose bush. For somebody, I'm getting, that could be like an anniversary present or something significant for like a lovers. So then the next card we pulled was the first quarter moon in Gemini, and it means speak your world into being. And that's just manifesting with words, speak it into existence. And so make sure that whatever you speak is positive, because, words are spells. That's why they call it spelling. Words are magic. So then the crystal oracle that we pulled for June 2025 is rhodochrosite, and it means inner child. So this is that bright pink color in the center of everything, is in the inner section of that is rhodochrosite, and it means inner child. So there is like younger energy, like inner child energy that we started out with, so you could be healing your inner child, but that is also a big theme of this month, because then the last but not least, I've been playing with Astro Dice since the end of last year, and for this month I rolled Pluto, Cancer, and the third house. This is all based on the three main principles of astrology, right? And so Pluto, Cancer, the third house, you could have those placements, somewhere strong in your chart. But when you combine them all together, it's a unique blend of emotional insight and communicative power. And when used wisely, it's a force of healing and transformation. So there could have been a situation, right, that you were feeling really unloved in the beginning, and you were ready to get the F out of there, right? And for some of you, you could have, like everybody, like this could resonate on multiple levels with different types of relationships, right? So it's like you've been learning how to cut people out that you no longer need, and just saying no, getting the F out, and then rejuvenating, like cleansing yourself from that energy. So, but it's very healing, and it's healing your inner child, so to speak. So yeah, that's what we've got for that. Now, if this brought you any answers, clarity, or insight, make sure to drop a comment in the comments below, like, share, subscribe. Also, if you're interested in a personal reading where we dive down deeper into your own personal storyline, I have all of that information and how you can book a reading in the description below this video. Also appreciate all tips and donations to the channel so I can continue to deliver these messages for my team. And as you know, it's together we grow. Make sure that you also check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mars signs too for additional messages. I hope that you guys have a great rest of June 2025. Also, check the channel for additional readings that I'm going to be putting out through the end of the month. But I'll see you guys on the flip side. I hope you have a great one. Peace.